Hello, today we'll be talking about Ekans, the first pure poison type Pokemon and the first snake Pokemon. Its past PYC dates are March 20th, 1996, January 9th, 1999, October 30th, 2001, August 20th, 2004, June 11th, 2007, April 1st, 2010, January 20th, 2013, November 11th, 2015, September 1st, 2018, and June 22nd, 2021. And most remember Ekans being one of the first Pokemon used by Jesse and James in the anime. Let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello, today we'll be talking about Ekans, the snake Pokemon. Its number is 0023. This is what it looks like. Its type is poison. This is why it has this purple background here. It's all purple. I think we saw the purple border in the Bulbasaur line, but now you get to see the inside. It's all purple. Abilities, Intimidate or Shred Skin. Its hidden abilities on Nerve. Its gender ratio is 50-50. Its catch rate is 255 or 43.9%. Its breeding is the egg groups are Field and Dragon. Hatch time is 20 cycles. Height is 6'7" or 2 meters. Weight is 15.2 pounds or 6.9 kilograms. Base experience yield in the first 4 generations it was 62, but starting in 5 it was 58. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV yield is 1 and attack. Shape is that. Footprint it has none. I guess because it's a snake. It has no feet. Pokedex color purple. Base friendship 70. Ekans is a poison-type Pokemon, introduced in Gen 1. It evolves into Arbok starting at level 22. Biology, Ekans is a purple serpentine Pokemon. Its eyes, underbelly, the thick stripe around its neck, and rattle are yellow. Ekans has 3 pairs of black lines encircling its body, as well as another line that connects to each slit-pupilled eye and curves around its nose. Its large mouth has a round pink tongue and no visible teeth. While painful, a newborn Ekans bite is not venomous. This Pokemon grows longer with age. Ekans lives in grassy savannas and plains, where it moves stealthily through grass. It can also be found in forests and desolate wastelands, where it preys on eggs from Pidgey and Spearow nests. But it will strike other prey from behind. By flicking its tongue out, it is able to detect danger and the scent of prey. Its jaw can detach to swallow large prey, but such a meal can make Ekans too heavy to move or become stuck and cause it to faint. It wraps itself around tree branches at night to rest. If not in a tree, it will coil itself up, a position in which it can defend itself from all directions. In the second movie, it is revealed that it possesses some swimming abilities, as shown in Pokemon Sleep. Ekans is known to sleep with its body all coiled up. It is believed that Ekans does this as a way to terrify foes, no matter which direction the foe is. Prior to Gen 2, Ekans and its evolved form, Arbok, were the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Glare. Evolution. Ekans evolves into Arbok. You see it here, Ekans Arbok. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Ekans is a member of Team Meanies, and it attempted to climb Wish Cave with Metacham, but collapsed on the first floor. Pokedex entries, Red and Blue in Gen 1, moves silently and stealthily, eats the eggs of birds such as Pidgey and Sparrow whole. Yellow, the older it gets, the longer it grows. At night it wraps its long body around tree branches to rest. In Stadium, slithers silently through grass, searching for its favorite food, Pidgey and Sparrow eggs. In Gen 2 Gold, it can freely detach its jaw to swallow large prey whole. It can become too heavy to move, however. In Silver, it always hides in grass. When first born, it has no poisons, so its bite is painful but harmless. Crystal, it flutters the tip of its tongue to seek out the scent of prey, then swallow the prey whole. Stadium 2 is the same as Gold. In Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, Ekans curls itself up in a spiral while it rests, assuming this position allows it to quickly respond to a threat from any direction with a glare from its unpraised head. Emerald, an Ekans curls itself up in a spiral while it rests. This position allows it to quickly respond to an enemy from any direction with a threat from its unpraised head. Fire Red, a very common sight in grassland, etc. It flicks its tongue in and out to sense danger in its surroundings. Leaf Green, moving silently and stealthily, it eats the eggs of birds such as Pidgey and Sparrow whole. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it sneaks through grass without making a sound and strikes unsuspecting prey from behind. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, those are Gold and Silver's counterparts. For Gen 5, all 4 of those Pokedexes are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. In Gen 6, X is Yellow, Y is Leaf Green, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are their Ruby and Sapphire counterparts. Gen 7, in Ultra Sun, by dislocating its jaw, it can swallow prey larger than itself. After a meal, it curls up and rests. In Ultra Moon, the eggs of bird Pokemon are its favorite food. It swallows eggs whole, so sometimes an egg gets stuck and Ekans faints. Aww. The Let's Go games are just Yellow and X again. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl or Diamond and Pearl again. In Gen 9, Scarlet is just Gold again. For Violet, while very similar to Fire Red, it is slightly different, so we'll read it. A very common sight in grasslands and such. It flicks its tongue in and out to sense danger in its surroundings. Here it is in the Alolan Pokedex. Here it is in the Kitakami Pokedex. Cool. Sorry. Here it is, the game locations. Side games. In events, held items, Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for a held item to appear. So red, blue, and yellow gives you a berry. Stats, its base stats, HP 35, attack 60, defense 44, special attack 40, special defense 54, speed 55, total 288. Pokemon's special base stat in Gen 1 was 40. Pokethon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, rock, ghost, steel, fire, water, electric, ice, dragon, and dark. Weak to ground and psychic for double, immune to nothing, resistant to fighting, poison, bug, grass, and fairy, all for half. In Gen 1, the effectiveness of bug-type moves is double, so it went from double to half. Learn set by leveling up. 1, Wrap and Leer, 4, Poison Sting, 9, Bite, 12, Glare, 17, Screech, 20, Acid, 25, Stockpile, Swallow, and Spit Up, 28, Acid Spray, 33, Sludge Bomb, 36, Gastro Acid, 38, Belch, 41, Haze, 44, Coil, 49, Gunk Shot. By TM, 1, Takedown, 5, Mud Slap, 6, Scary Face, 7, Protect, 8, Fire Fang, 13, Acid Spray, 18, Thief, 20, Trail Blaze, 25, Facade, 26, Poison Tail, 30, Snarl, 35, Mudshot, 36, Rock Tomb, 45, Venoshock, 47, Endure, 49, Sunny Day, 50, Rain Dance, 55, Dig, 63, Psychic Fang, 70, Sleep Talk, 71, Seed Bomb, 83, Poison Jab, 85, Rest, 86, Rock Slide, 91, Toxic Spikes, 94, Dark Pulse, 95, Leech Life, 102, Gunk Shot, 103, Substitute, 108, Crunch, 111, Giga Drain, 148, Sludge Bomb, 149, Earthquakes, 171, Terra Blast, 174, Haze, 175, Toxic, 177, Spite, 181, Knockoff, 199, Lash Out, 200, Scale Shot, 204, Double Edge, 214, Sludge Wave, and 219, Skitter Smack. By breeding, if you breed any of these, you get Poison Fang, Poison Tail for these guys. This group gives you Scary Face. This group gives you Spite, Sucker Punch, and then Switcheroo, so those and those. Let me look at that. Okay. Side game data. And Pokemon Ranger, the browser entry, if it spots a capture disc, Ekans will slither towards it. Okay. Okay, then evolution data again. Okay, sprites. Oh, okay. I forgot how silly this looks. Yeah, it doesn't, yeah, very much duck beak looking thing. Of course, it's much better in red and blue, and yellow as well, even better. I'll keep the same back sprite though. Very interesting looking. It almost looks like it has arms, but of course that's just the coil, I guess. The head and then the coil, yeah. Even though this one isn't even coiled, but whatever. I guess it's not. I guess it's coiled when it has to defend. I guess that's the idea, maybe. When it's on your team, but if it's not, you know, it doesn't need to. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, then we've got, you know, gold. These guys, it's pink for some reason, then turns to purple and crystal. It's green, in shiny. Then we get the full colors in Ruby, in Gen 3, and then we got this sort of green with a little bit of gold. You know, it's a different shade of green than Gen 2. Yeah, the diamond, you know, yeah, so now animated and stuff. Yeah, so these are again curled up, and even when the front spite isn't. Well, except that's not true for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I guess they fixed that for this version, where it's consistent in both fighting it and using it, I guess. Okay, then black and white. Got all this. Yep, all the Gen 5 stuff. Okay. Gen 6, it's the first 3D model, all thing, and it looks really weird because it's not right. It's missing the little marking between its eyes. I don't know why they didn't do that. They kind of have it a little bit in Sun and Moon. But yeah, Let's Go Pikachu finally gives it its little thing there. And oh yeah, This becomes a lighter green again, kind of closer to the original. Yeah, kind of closer to the original green, not the yellow, of course. But yeah, then it kind of goes darker again. And once again, they don't have the latest generation of games images yet. I don't know why, but they don't. Cross generation, you got this, and yeah. Yes. Okay. So here's in the anime. Talk about Jesse's Ekans. Okay, yeah, we got all that, and then here it is in Pokemon Origins with a Poliwag and a Growlithe. We got that. We got it in the manga. I got in the TCG, the TFG trivia. In the Pokemon Red and Blue Beta, Ekans was originally known as Arbo. It's the romanized Japanese name. In early official art of Ekans, all of the bands on the body were colored yellow instead of just the one on its neck. This was changed in later art. So you can see that here. And Ekans was originally going to be featured in Pokemon Snap, as shown in an early test shot of an environment that was never featured in the final product. This is also true of its evolution Arbok. Ekans is one of 14 Pokemon that one can collect foreign Pokedex entries in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Guess it's a mechanic in the games. I don't know. I don't fully get it myself. Ekans has never been scanned with a Pokedex in the anime, despite debuting in the second episode of the original series. As such, this makes it the Pokemon with the most episodes aired after its debut without getting a Pokedex entry. Yeah, I noticed that when I was scrolling through the anime section that there wasn't one, which I guess makes sense because it is just, you know, it was the one used by Jesse and James. Like, you know what an Ekans was. You could see it in action. You really don't need a description of it. Yeah. Origin, Ekans seems to be based on various snakes. Its venomous bite and tail rattle are similar to a rattlesnake, while its lack of visible teeth and diet of eggs are similar to an egg-eating snake. The single yellow stripe around its neck is reminiscent of the ring-necked snake, and the line connecting its eyes is reminiscent of the marking on the back of the Indian cobra's hood. The fact that it is in the dragon egg group and its ability to learn glare may be a reference to the legendary Basilisk, a venomous serpentine dragon said to be able to kill people with its stare. Name origin, Ekans is snake spelled backwards. Pretty well known. Arbo may be derived from cobra or boa spelled backwards. Here's other languages, related articles, references. Yeah, okay, that's it for this section. Let's see Ekans' first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we're watching episode 2, Pokemon Emergency. In this episode, Ash, the main character, has taken his Pikachu into the Pokemon Center after they were attacked by Spearow. Jesse, James, and Meowth of Team Rocket, the crime syndicate in the franchise, is attacking the Pokemon Center to steal Pokemon. That's kind of what Team Rocket does. And so now they've thrown their Pokeballs into the center, and they'll reveal who they are. So. Okay. Going through that. They're released. We got coughing here. The Ekans. Yep, there he is. So that's a pretty good. That's, you know, they've been introduced. That's pretty much the scene. Yep, I hope you enjoyed, and let's move on. Now let's talk about the TCG. I have 2 Ekans cards, one grass type and one fire type, neither of which are Ekans' actual type, Poison, which isn't a thing in the TCG for some reason. We'll talk about the older one first, which is the grass type one. It is the original card design. It was illustrated by Kagamaru Himino, an illustrator and writer for the Pokemon franchise. Himino began working on Pokemon cards in 1999 and still works on the cards to this day, as of 2023. The image itself, it's quite scary, and I imagine if this was your first impression of Ekans, you wouldn't fully understand how it's supposed to look. I mean, it's not wrong, it's just an interesting perspective for the first Ekans card. It has 40 HP, it's 6'7" and 15 pounds, which is 0.2 pounds lighter than its official Pokedex weight. It has a symbol next to the weight that means it's from Fossil, the third TCG expansion pack. It has 2 moves, Spit Poison and Wrap. Spit Poison is not a move from the video games. It poisons a target depending on a coin flip and uses 1 grass energy. In the video games, Wrap is a move that inflicts damage for between 2 and 5 turns. In Gen 1, a target Pokemon is unable to move when they are wrapped. On this card, it uses a similar concept by paralyzing the target via a coin flip. It also causes 20 damage. Ekans is weak to Psychic, causing double damage for Psychic moves. Its retreat cost is 1 of any energy. Its description reads, "Move silently and stealthily. Eats the eggs of birds such as Pidgey and Sparrow whole." This is basically the Pokédex entries in Pokemon Red, Blue, Leaf Green, and Y. It's level 10. In the video games, it would evolve into Arbok in 12 levels. The Fire-type card is of Ekans Delta, apparently. It was illustrated by Yuka Mori in a unique clay style, showing off what it would look like if it were slithering around a tree. I like how it looks here. It has 50 HP, meaning it gained 10 HP in the 7 years since the other card's release. It has 2 moves, Bite and Tail Whip. I've already explained what Bite is, so I won't do it again. However, I will say that it dishes out 10 damage and requires 1 of any energy. Tail Snap, not to be confused with Tail Slap, is not from the video games. On this card, it costs 1 fire energy and another of any energy to perform. It dishes out 20 damage. It has the same weakness and retreat cost as the other Ekans card. In the bottom right corner of this card, there's a symbol that means it's from the EX Dragon Frontiers expansion, the 15th main expansion from the X series. For some reason, this card doesn't have a level on it. I have an Arbok card, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, let's see why people love Ekans. Let's look at the fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're going to be looking at DeviantArt fan art. So for those of you who don't know how this works, we're going to go through these until we find an image that doesn't contain an Ekans. So here we've got Ekans number 023 by Kutsuku. They're sort of their sort of style of Ekans here. It's very cute. Yeah, it looks like it's proud of itself. Yes. Then we've got Ekans by Joshua Dunlop. That looks more realistic. Yeah, probably would have been closer to what maybe we would have seen in the Detective Pikachu movie had it appeared. But yeah, it's got fangs, which is a little different. Ekans doesn't have fangs. You already know that. You've learned that. So then we've got Ekans Family by AJ Kent 14Z. So then we've got Onion Banded Ekans Family. So then I guess these are like what it would look like if it was different species of snake. So then yeah, you got these cool designs here, Ekans and Arbok. We've got King Ekans, presumably that'd be like King Cobra. So then we got the Ekans and then what Arbok would turn into, yeah. So it's Poison Dragon here, and this one's Poison Dark. This is not an Ekans, so we'll be moving on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. Tonight at 5 p.m. CMT, Central Mountain Time, I won't be catching Ekans. Instead, I'll be catching a Weedle, evolving it to Kakuna, then evolving it into a Beedrill in Pokemon Red. I'll be catching Ekans when I've covered Eevee. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Arbok. As always, this isn't my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.